Hi, it's Jessica, and we are going to talk about Abraham and his lies. So, we're starting in Genesis chapter 12, verse 11. As he was approaching the border of Egypt, Abram said to his wife Sarai, "Look, you are a very beautiful woman. When the Egyptians see you, they will say, 'This is his wife. Let's kill him so we can have her.' So please tell them you're my sister. Then they will spare my life and treat me well because of their interest in you." That's pretty trifling, huh? To put your wife out there like that. They'll treat me well. That's toxic, you think? But the Lord did not let anything happen. The Lord, verse 17, the Lord sent terrible plagues upon the Pharaoh and his household because of Sarai once he brought her into the palace. Then Pharaoh got mad, of course, and said, "What have you done to me? Why didn't you tell me?" Then, let's see. By verse 20, Pharaoh ordered some of his men to escort them and sent Abraham out of the country along with his wife and all his possessions. Now, so he could have just killed him, but he still had the favor of the Lord right here. Still had God's favor. And you would think that would scare him enough to not do it again. But by Genesis chapter 20, he was doing it again. We're on verse 2. Abraham introduced his wife Sarah by saying, "She's my sister." So King Abimelech of Gerar sent for Sarah and had her brought to him at his palace. Abraham, come on. But this is verse 3. But that night God came to Abimelech in a dream and told him, "You are a dead man, for that woman you have taken is already married." So God favored them, and these are some people he held close to his heart. Abraham is called the father of faith. So even with this, Abimelech blessed Abraham when they left. There we go. Chapter 14, we're still in chapter 20, but verse 14, then Abimelech took some of his sheep, goats, cattle, male and female servants, and presented them to Abraham. He also returned his wife Sarah to him. Now, all of that is God's favor. He could have killed him because he was about to cause him to sin, and it was not his fault. It was Abraham's fault for lying. But God still loved them, still kept them and blessed them, blessed them throughout their situations. But they still they still had some consequences because Abraham's son was Isaac. And let's go to chapter sorry about all these chapter 28. No, chapter 26, verse 7. When the man who lived there asked Isaac about his wife Rebekah, he said, "She is my sister." He's afraid to say she was his wife. He thought they would kill me to get her because she's so beautiful. So Abraham's sin went right down to his son Isaac. The exact sin. He saw it again. He saw it when his son did it. And when it got to Abraham, Isaac, Jacob was their son. Once it gets to Jacob, it's going to morph into something else. So the sins don't just affect you. But who else is a liar? And I don't even like to say it because I don't think I'm a liar. But right now, ask me, how old are you? I'm gonna say, because I'm getting ready to lie. I've stopped lying. But I used to. And right now I know today, but I used to have to count the years because I was so used to lying about it. But it's just age. That's just a little lie. But as we can see from Abraham, those lies can morph in your next generations. And it doesn't matter what I think is little. Because in 1 John chapter 5, verse 12. Nope, 1 John chapter 5, verse 17. All wicked actions are sin. But not every sin leads to death. So just because that one didn't kill me does not mean I'm not wrong. Let's see what else God said about it in Romans chapter 3, verse 23. For everyone has sinned. We all fall short of God's glorious standard. So even though I think it's just a little, but I'm sinning. I'm falling short. But God still loves me. And just like God still blessed Abraham in his lie, I'm sure he repented. And I'm repenting for my lying about my age. And it's so trifling because I still don't think I'm so wrong. But it's wrong. All unrighteousness is sin. But God is still good. Thank God he is still good and still so full of love. He loves me. even through my screen over myself thinking I'm not wrong. Oh, be blessed.